Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. On 24th of July, Sun and Moon opposed each other, illuminating 1 degree 26 minutes of Aquarius, forming a full moon, which will influence us for the next 2 weeks, bringing certain conclusions, realizations, culminations and release. We would have another full moon in Aquarius on 22nd of August, which would influence us on the same themes from 22nd of August to 6th of September. Together, they are bringing us one step closer to what we seeded with Saturn Jupiter conjunction of December 2020, which is the new structure of our material growth for the next 20 years. We would also have a fun Leo season ahead, which is strong and needs to be balanced with these two full moons and the realizations or culminations that they're bringing in August. In the full moon video, I gave a brief of what the Leo season and the full moons bring to the collective, and now we are going to go over your specific zodiac sign to see the influence for your sign. You should check your rising sign followed by sun or moon sign. Rising is the most accurate, though career perspective holds from sun sign as well. Moon sign gives more information on the influence on our personal life. I use tropical western zodiac. I do describe the specific degrees in my readings to make them more personalized for you, to show who is most impacted or benefited, but keep in mind the transit I describe here are for all of your zodiac and not just for those degrees of your sign. As before, if you would like to receive transcript of all of my videos and podcasts in your mailbox or just get the details of transit as they happen, you can sign up for my free newsletter. Link is in description for that. If you would like to support my work, making it more sustainable for me to do this at cost of a coffee a month, link to becoming a patron is in description as well. I would like to thank my patrons and subscribers who make this content possible. To not miss out on notification of any critical transit for you, do subscribe and press the little bell button for notifications. I appreciate your subscription, likes, comments, and your loving support very much. My name is Charu and I'm your host on this journey. Let's dig in. Virgo, both the 24th of July and the 22nd of August full moon, they activate your work environment and health routines, bringing a closure or shift in your work environment and health routines. There could be focus on something at work which needs to be closed, like a project which is key, or change in co-workers or team structure. There could be a project or work shift initiated in January or February which is coming for final conclusion now. Saturn Jupiter is asking you to create right boundaries when it comes to what are your duties, what are your responsibilities, and what are of others, to create more balance in your life. It's also urging you to change the structure of projects you get involved in, putting you in the nerve of contribution to new technologies, scientific, intellectual work, humanitarian causes for the disenfranchised, bringing knowledge to the masses, fighting for the underdog, the victims, the working class, the animals, labor revolution, those kind of themes, urging you to change the color of your daily contribution to align more with your forward vision versus who you have been. As you draw the right boundaries and also change the nature of your day to day, this can show up in form of you releasing some of the old duties or responsibilities and finding more balance in life, changing work environment, changing co-workers or team structures or projects, getting involved in social work or philanthropy or humanitarian volunteering work. Whatever is the challenge you deal with objectively and with efficiency as you normally do. But there is a need to also take care of you and create the right boundaries for your health. Balancing out the duties with your well-being is very much required in August. Leo season is normally the time for you to kick back and recoup, recover, relax, but it might be tough due to so much focus on your work and duties. This brings to light your health and well-being. Aquarius energy really affects your nerves and can be very stimulating for your body. There might be need to protect your nervous system, or there might be too much exhaustion or allergies or migraines which might need us to take our take a look at our diet or harmonize our body or find more balance in the day to day. We can be very sensitive to radiation, which you might want to be careful on. Progressive solutions to health issues or diet, which is very unique, might come to light, might be your focus right now. This brings normally conclusions. So you might have started a new health routine, a new procedure, possibly in January or February, which might be coming for completion or review, whether it has worked for you or not. Or there could be a health issue which initiated in January and February, and now you might be handling it, getting done with it instead of ignoring it. Alternative therapies, especially involving electric current or waves or nerve release like acupuncture or homeopathy, can be coming of use. This is not medical advice, but alternative therapies might work better for you. Of course, consult the practitioner or the doctor for your any new procedures. This can bring further interest in innovation in healthcare, innovation in health solutions, or natural healing methods. Saturn has you fully engaged, almost obsessed about your responsibilities and delivery of your life's work. But we can get very lost in the details and find ourselves taking care of everyone, handling conflicts of co-workers, and the spirit calls for a new structure of work and health, balance through delegation, having faith that some issues would resolve themselves without you taking everything in your hands, taking some time in seclusion to be with yourself. It's very important for you to find work that has a higher purpose or vision. If that's not the case in the current work, you would look for it to be released, or release that work that is not stimulating. It's not stimulating enough for your intellect on a daily basis, or it's not inspiring you, or it's not leading to the higher vision you have of life. We are also asked to look where our need to be too self-sufficient or in charge is tiring us out physically or affecting our health. Shouldering too much of load, it can affect your nervous system, and you might be reviewing that right now. The body-mind connection is very strong for you right now, which means that the thoughts affect your body much more. During this time, the perfectionist in us is being asked to take a little bit of break, delegate meaningless tasks, or get away from work altogether. We would need to create some friendly detachment at work. So while you could continue to inspire others and fuel their progress, you do not need to get their problems home with you. We need some healthy boundaries with work here. The projects you handle and the kind of work you take on, as well as your balance of where the work begins and the self-care is, that comes to focus, as you might have been operating in a state of imbalance, which can impact your health. We take a few steps to bring order here, and it could mean change in job, change in project, change in burden of duties, especially if you have your rising sun or moon around 1 degree of Virgo, which is the early degree of Virgo. That's around 24th of August born Virgo sun. End of imbalance, a health, habit, toxic work situation, obligations to bring order to life is focus here. This is not easy energy, but an important structural issue might need to be handled. If we are off course when it comes to our career, when it comes to our work environment and our health, the opposition of Saturn and Jupiter, the midpoint of Saturn-Jupiter retrograde cycle around 1st of August and 19th of August would show you, and it will bring more information to light, though it can come through some over-the-top discussions or even conflicts at work or with co-workers or with even your enemies to some extent. It can feel like it's coming through some struggle. Jupiter moving back in your work and health house after 28th of July can bring support and guidance on this, and it will make things easier to grow from and move forward from. You can check out the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, because what you are laying down in terms of foundations of your work, the kind of projects that you're changing to and moving forward on, they become the source of your next decade of growth, material growth. And I have detailed them in the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction as to what was seeded. You can review that in terms of structure. Are we on that path or not? I'll leave the link in the description for you. You can look at the period between July and September of 2018 as to what was brought to focus for you in terms of parallel themes that will be playing out, more personalized to you. But remember, in 2018, it was the time for release and detachment from issues. Now is the time to handle them head on and create material progress forward on it. Virgo rising sun and moon, as I said, around 0 to 4 degree of Virgo, or around 24th of August born Virgo sun would feel this full moon that is happening between 24th of July to 8th of August most, and these issues or these health and work related matters will come more to focus for them. Though all of you would feel these themes playing out for growth and restructuring emphasized at this time and in August, due to Saturn and Jupiter revisiting this house and reaching their midpoint of retrograde cycle, which will bring out new information and actions to change course in health and work. As this could fall in the house of love, passions, children, joy, creative pursuits for some of you, especially for 27 degree to 30 degree of Virgo, or around 20th to 23rd of September born Virgo sun, you might have a completion or culmination of a creative project or something in your child which is significant, which is coming to focus, a love engagement or something significant in creative field or risk taking coming to light for you, something we are giving birth to, which was the theme for most of the Virgos in July. But for 27 to 30 degree of Virgo, or around 20th to 23rd of September born Virgo sun, it might be coming to focus between this period of 24th of July to 8th of August. For these specific degrees, 27th to 30 degree of Virgo, 20th to 23rd of September born Virgo sun, the themes of work and health changes, they will come more into focus with the 22nd of August full moon. So more towards that time. During Leo season, Virgo, you have to take a break. You have to take a break to recoup, to regenerate yourself, because the sun will come in your sign, and at that time it's game on. So we need time to recoup. The 8th of August new moon in Leo, it can bring an opportunity for you to do so, especially between 8th of August to 22nd of August. Take a little bit of time off if you can. It's the time when we have to take the opportunity to go back a little bit, research, read, work or heal in privacy, meditate or pursue your hidden or creative interests, relax, bed pleasures, initiate a benevolent, spiritual or humanitarian project which takes you away from the crowd. And it's your natural style to not do these things with a lot of pomp and show. Workers don't usually do volunteering or humanitarian projects with a lot of pomp and show. It's always done without name, without much show, without much, pomp around it. But it's done in a very benevolent and a very royal fashion. It's done from a magnanimous heart. So we need a moment to do all of those things. We need a moment of brief isolation. We need a moment for healing, which means that we keep things under the wrap, especially between 8th to 22nd of August. Even with that, you will still feel driven because Mars is in your sign. You'll still be driven to do things, but those are done behind the scene. Creativity behind the scene, volunteering work, research, alternative healing methods, enjoying your creativity and work in peace away from the crowd. Keep in mind, in August, we would have Uranus standing still around 20th of August. That would be a time of high volatility and restlessness. And in terms of your need for freedom and your ideology, you will feel compelled to sort of emphasize your ideology, to stand ground in some ways. So our need for freedom in terms of ideology and our need for adventure can be amped up, which is great because it's a positive aspect for you, which means that we can have some sudden travel plans or adventure which can help balance out. But it is a very impulsive, nervy energy, which means that there can be some impulsive leap of faith or rebel against authority, rebel against different perspectives too quickly at that time, which we need to watch out for, especially around 20th of August. Uranus is in positive aspect with you, so it's bringing beautiful new perspective. It's making you an ideological leader in some ways, people who bring new ideas to the larger population and educate them on it. Financial ideas, broader philosophy is coming, but there can be some surprises on the way to those adventures. We are more likely to rebel against any kind of authority or constraint, and this will be exact on 20th, but you'll start feeling it 15 days before. So from around 5th of August itself, we'll start feeling that this restlessness to emphasize our perspective. And Uranus will stand still aspecting 15 degree of Virgo. So Virgo's sun, rising or moon around 15 degree of Virgo plus or minus 2 degrees, or Virgo's sun born around 8th of September, 2 days before and after, would feel this urge to be free and rebel against anything old, any authority figures, traditions, both in your personal and professional life the most. This is the theme of 2021, and I covered this in the Saturn Uranus square reading for you in details. If you'd like to delve further, do take a look at that reading. I'll leave the link in the description for you. Have a great month ahead, and I'll see you in the next video now. Thank you.